My name is Joe Lembo. I'm one of the assistant naturalists for Hendricks County Parks and Recreation. Thank you for joining me for another Animal Tales video. This is for the month of January, and the book we have chosen is Stranger in the Woods. Stranger in the Woods is quite a good book. Not only that, there's wonderful photos inside the book of animals during the winter months. One of the animals you'll see the most in this book is the white-tailed deer. If you look in front of me, you can see I have the pelt of a white-tailed deer. During the spring and summer months, typically you're going to see our white-tailed deer with a red-brown color on their fur. When we move into the winter month, it turns into a grayish-brown. And that's just to help with camouflage. So as the season changes, it helps them stay hidden from predators. To my left, I have a buck skull. Now, a buck is a male deer, and of course they have antlers. And this particular buck is an 8-point buck. You can tell by counting the point on the antlers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this particular buck has 8 points on his antlers. Every year, our bucks will shed their antlers and grow 1 to 2 more points on their antlers. And that happens every year. Now, the distance and the length of the antlers is solely determined on their genetics, as well as their diet and their nutrition. So, yes, all bucks do grow points of 1 to 2 every year, but they're not going to all look exactly the same. There'll be different lengths, different sizes, different distances between each. The female deer is called the doe. Those are the ones you'll probably see the most outside because our bucks will kind of go on their own and not be bothered with any other deer until mating season. Our female does, they are quite a wonderful sight to see while you're driving or in your backyard or even at the park. Typically you will see them with other does, or most of the time they'll be with their fawns. Now, fawns are baby deer, and when you look at a fawn, you can tell it's a baby deer because their fur has white speckles on it, thus letting us know that that is a fawn, so it hasn't hit maturity yet. Deer eat a variety of foods. They don't eat meat. They eat plants, fruits, vegetables, nuts, grains, and they'll even eat hay from like a barnyard if it's nearby. Their stomach is actually very similar to a cow's stomach. They have 4 chambers. 4 chambers. That is something, right? A 4-chamber stomach. Can you imagine you having a 4-chamber stomach? Yeah, as we move into October, that's kind of where we get into the rut. Now, the rut is the term used for the mating season for our deer, and this is where you'll spot a lot more interesting behavior from bucks, because our female doe will actually produce a nice smelling pheromone from its glands to help attract other bucks nearby, saying that it's ready to mate. But sometimes when they got to determine who gets what, the bucks will fight each other. And you can hear antlers of bucks clinking and clacking in the distance in the woods during the rut. And it also kind of helps like mark their territory or defend their territory. Like, hey, this is my area, don't you come and mess with me. And then another buck would be like, well, I want this area, so let's fight. And then they look at each other and they lock antlers and proceed to fight. And the winner of that duel pretty much gets the territory. Or, in some cases, the doe. Now, another interesting fact about our deer is, did you guys know that they can actually run as fast as 36 miles per hour and jump as high as 8.5 feet or leap as far as 30 feet? Pretty cool, right? Some big distances there. They could probably compete in the Olympics and start an all-deer team. Now, the deer are also very good swimmers. So if you didn't know that, they can swim pretty good too. So those river crossings, don't scare them. They'll walk across it or swim across it. So those are most of the facts I have for you today about our white-tailed deer. Hopefully you enjoyed and learned something new. Come visit us out at the park. The park is still open from dawn to dusk. And I hope you guys enjoy your holidays to come and whatnot. And have a great rest of your day.